This is how a post made by a player ended up becoming one of the most expensive mistakes in the esports scene to date. If you're not aware, Honda announced that it is terminating its partnership with Team Liquid after nearly 6 years since becoming its automotive sponsor. Whilst Team Liquid has an extensive portfolio of partners and sponsors, this is without a doubt a major loss for them. Honda has been a long-standing supporter, they've been featured on so many of their past jerseys, and yet one moment was enough to completely sever what was otherwise a pretty closely knit partnership wrapped in a neat blue bow. And this all stems from a post made by one of Team Liquid's Rainbow Six Siege players, Lucas Dias. On May 13th, Team Liquid played a match against Japan's CAG Osaka squad in Rainbow Six's Reload tournament. Here's how that went down.
To put the diffuser down! And it's just below with the C445. Yes, he's got rid of that! There's no time! Strike one! Eliminate Team Liquid! Vision from Cyclops. They take the win and they deserve it.
It clearly wasn't Team Liquid's day. And shortly after the match ended, Lucas made this post. In rough translation, he basically said that they won against FaZe Clan, but regrettably lost against CAG. Now that doesn't seem so bad at first glance, but the issue lies with the gift that accompanied it. A bomb explosion. Now if this was directed at any other team, this might have been brushed off, but the fact that this was directed at a Japanese team invited criticism online for being insensitive, saying that it was making jest of the 2 nuclear bombings Japan suffered back in World War II. It's a very serious topic in Japan in what is considered a very painful moment in its history, with the effects of those bombings still affecting the country to this day. And when this post started making the rounds online, Honda's sentiment on the matter was very clear, intentional or not, and soon after it shared that it would no longer renew its partnership with Team Liquid. Quote, "After much consideration, American Honda Motor has decided to terminate this sponsorship agreement with the team in question, deeming the conduct to be incompatible with Honda corporate values and unacceptable." And just like that, 6 years of partnership just went down the drain. Of course, they aren't obligated to stay with Team Liquid, but it isn't hard to imagine why Honda, a Japanese automotive company, wasn't exactly too pleased with the message. And of course, with so much discourse online, Team Liquid went online to share this statement. Quote, "Lucas made a regrettable decision in the heat of the moment after a tough loss. He searched for an explosion gif using generic keywords to express how his team blew up during their loss, and in choosing one that matched the intensity of his emotions, he failed to realize how the imagery connected to a painful moment in Japan's history. We believe that there was no malicious intent, only a very serious lapse in judgment and awareness." And he also shared what would be done in light of this controversy. Team Liquid has fined Lucas 4 months worth of salary, the team will be donating any winnings from the Reload tournament to charity, and all players and coaches in Team Liquid will be undergoing a sensitivity training for the next 6 months. And at the end of it all, Lucas Dias had this to say. Quote, "I especially want to apologize to Japanese fans, including those living in Brazil and Japan. I'm aware of the strength and importance of the Japanese community in our country, and I should have been more mindful and responsible with my post. I've apologized directly to the CAG players and will continue to reflect on my mistakes so I can grow from it." Now, sentiment online is a little split at the moment. Some are saying that this is a gross overreaction by Honda to what could be seen as an honest mistake or not a big deal, whilst others are saying that this is fully justified. But what do I think? Well, the truth is that none of us are really Lucas Dias. And I understand that sounds stupid to say, but the truth is that none of us can really know whether or not he meant it or not when he made that post. He has stated time and again that he didn't make that connection when he chose the GIF, and Team Liquid seemed pretty convinced that there was no malice behind the post. Some aren't convinced, saying that this is all PR damage control. But honestly, if he did actually mean it, the company would have probably realized that there's a high chance of him repeating that offense, and probably would have given him the boot by now. They said so themselves. Quote, "If we found that Lucas had malicious, prejudiced intentions, we would remove him from the roster. We believe that individuals who show a willingness to learn from their mistakes deserve the opportunity to improve themselves, and we are committed to providing Lucas with the training necessary to grow as a person. An honest mistake should not be the end of someone's career. I promise you, people have been kicked out of organizations for less, and the fact that they've opted to keep him instead, I think speaks for itself. Now, I'm not trying to justify or defend his actions, but I do think that it's an important component to highlight here. And in hindsight, despite what some people are saying, I don't really blame Honda for leaving. Of course they would. Are we really surprised? They are headquartered in Tokyo, Japan. Imagine if the press started writing that they were supporting a team whose player made a post that some users have interpreted to be making jest of the bombings in 1945. That's not exactly a good title, is it? I mean, this isn't some C-lister team, by the way. Even if you're not familiar with esports, Team Liquid has become one of the most popular names in the North American gaming scene. save for maybe FaZe Clan, but that's beside the point. Is this going to be the end of Team Liquid? No. Of course it's not. Are you kidding me? Look, it's not going to be the first time we've seen a company drop an esports organization in light of a controversy, and I doubt it will be the last. But the only thing left for them now is to just continue forward without Honda, and hopefully they can learn from this mistake and move forward as a smarter, wiser, more aware organization.